It's Dr. Dead, and today we're gonna do. Oh, and yes, I need a wife too, brother. I understand. I understand. Um, this is a mini short view from the old country bumpkin to Master Swordsman. Um, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a decent anime. Decent anime. I'm gonna, as I usual, give you guys a couple scripted lines, give you some free balling. As usual, that's what this platform is for. Not every, like I said again, every video is gonna be like this. Sometimes it's gonna be like boom boom. Other times I'm not. But since I worked on this bitch, and I'm not gonna lie, I barely watched the anime the first time, and the second time, and the third time, and the third time, and the third time, and the third. This nigga can't breathe.
Between me and you, your granddad shouldn't be too worried. Everybody knows niggas can't fight.
At all. So I wrote a script for this shit, and then it disappeared on me. So like fuck. The GOAT, aka Mr. Wannabe, a master swordsman, and basically his parent, they want heirs. So BERYL is an old man who generally just, like the picture behind me, he just wants to do better in life, and he wants a woman that's, by his side. He's been training as a swordsman for more than 20 years. He doesn't really give a fuck about anybody, anything, anyone, at all, for the most part. He just wants a wife. Um, his father and his mother are basically on his ass about, being married and having children and shit, and he doesn't want to be anything but get a wife first. He got all these students, generally speaking, women that were knights and swordsmen that he trained over the last 10, 20 years that basically he ends up meeting constantly, or his parents trying to get him to date these women. So again, he just wants to swing a sword, and these women keep coming to him. Mark keeps saying these hoes keep coming. Really, I was way more passionate about this 2 months ago, so I don't hate this. I don't dislike it. It's just not what the fuck. Watching it again, I have a different experience. It didn't get my fucking attention. Like, fuck the names of the women. They're just not characters I care for. You got one of the women here who has red hair similar to uh, what's the name? Was it Mishoku? Okay, like reincarnation, which of all the thousands of isekai I've watched, I'm just not going to be as knowledgeable on this one because it was just not that attentive. Like I said, he just wants to be a top-notch swordsman. He doesn't really care about women as much. Like I said again, a lot of these women that are supposed to be his partner possibly are just students, which is extremely against, especially due to the age differences, most of them being between 20 and under. Which I can't blame them because fuck, I don't know what y'all on, man, but who gives a fuck about these young ladies? And I know a lot of men my age, like, nigga, what the fuck did you talk about? Mm-mm. Uh, keep it, keep it, in my opinion, 30 plus, straight up. If you can help it anyway. If not, she a good woman, fuck it. But I don't blame my boy Bear. That's his biggest thing. I don't want to fuck with none of these younger women, unless they're of age, and I don't blame him because he's damn near 40 plus, based on the context of the story. Don't correct me. I'm not gonna be factually correcting this shit. It ain't that special. They got a second season coming out, and I was gonna do both, but fuck it. So, and mind you, by the way, a lot of them are students, and I'm gonna be like, ain't none of these women would be my wife unless I already was a student. You know what I'm saying? Just start training you already. You know what I'm saying? Because literally, I would never be with a woman that was my client, my student, somebody that I actually trained to be better. Unless you already were my person in my head upstairs. It's something that I'm just not fond of. But most of the part of the story is BERYL on his travels with these female knights, former students, like I said, trained over the years. And it's a fun adventure, full of adventures I don't care about, sadly. But the sword fights and the fighting over OG is all I fucking care about, honestly. So, Saruni, Alucia, um, Serena, I believe, and correct me on the female characters. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If like, oh, this nigga just wicked as shit. Yes, I did. I had a whole script. That bitch is gone. I don't give a fuck about none of these ladies. They're boring. It's like, what's her name from, like I said, from Reincarnation, like Eris. Just not entertaining, not characters that I would enjoy normally, and not characters that I have any level of interest in whatsoever. Now, one of the more important parts of this was protecting Prince Glenn over his own students. And I'm gonna put a visual clip of this above. Like I wish I had jokes about this shit, man. This is one of my few. I don't got no fucking jokes. I don't got no intellectual synopsis on this motherfucker. I don't got no dead snap on it. This shit was just it's alright. It's nothing special. Like I'll break it down to my niggas' feet before I talk about protecting Prince Glenn. Like backwater swordsman, special instructor, adventurers, knights, multiple women. That's it. That's all I got. He ain't fucking with him. He ain't like on some a new shit like where he just sitting there and getting booty all the time like my boy. What's his name? Rito, which I'm gonna do Two Love Ryu at some point. Um, Cucking himself. At least he's not doing that shit. It's just boring as fuck. But him fighting his own students, protecting Prince Glenn, that sword fight, where he ends up damaging his own student. It was a phenomenal fight, character growth. Loved it. Enjoy it. Season 2 is coming out in July. I might watch that. It's something you just watch in the background. I could rewatch this again and barely pay attention to it in the background. No disrespect. Like, it's a decent series, but this is literally something that I would bring my old lady to, my sugar wink wink, and I would be like, oh, this is on the background of TV. And I'm not watching it. We ain't watching it. We really not. At least past tense here. So that's generally the only thing I really had to discuss here. And as usual, what do you think? Like, subscribe, comment. We're gonna do some more anime videos. Dr. Dead's gonna drop Jujutsu Kaisen soon. We got Rider coming when I finish it in a couple of days. And we're gonna be doing a lot of anime that was unconventionally some shit I either didn't think I was gonna like, or I just didn't think it was gonna be good. There's anime that I really love, or there's anime this platform is for. Shit I never really genuinely watch on my own. Shit I generally not fond of, and it just wowed me, or I just hate the shit, and I'm around with y'all. Time, it's going to look like I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, DD out.